A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Big Stone Television as the journey continues on our series of those legends slash icons, those who are still here with us today and those who are gone too soon. Today I'm going to present to you one of those legend slash icons that is gone too soon. We're talking about Clancy Eccles. Clancy Eccles was born on the 9th of December 1940 in Dean Pen, St. Mary, Jamaica. He was a Jamaican ska and reggae singer, songwriter, arranger, promoter, record producer, and talent scout. Known mostly for his early reggae works, he brought a political dimension to this music. His house band was known as the Dynamites. Son of a tailor and builder, Eccles spent his childhood in the countryside of the parish of St. Mary. Eccles had an itinerant childhood due to his father's need to travel Jamaica seeking work. He used to regularly attend church, and he became influenced by spiritual singing. In his words, one of my uncles was a spiritual revivalist who always did this heavy type of spiritual singing, and I got to love that. Eccles' professional singing career began as a teenager working the North Coast Hotel circuit in the mid-1950s. In his late teens, he moved to Ocho where he performed at night in various shows with artists such as the Blues Busters, Higgs and Wilson, and Buster Brown. He moved to Kingston in 1959, where he started his recording career. He first recorded for Cox and Dodd, who had organized a talent show in which Eccles took part. Eccles had a Jamaican hit in 1961 with the early ska song Freedom, which was recorded in 1959 and was featured on Dodd's sound system for 2 years before it was released. It was one of the first Jamaican songs with socially oriented lyrics. The song discussed the concept of repatriation to Africa, an idea developed by the growing Rastafari movements. The song became the first Jamaican hit to be used for political purposes. Alexander Bustamante, founder of the Jamaica Labour Party, and at that time Chief Minister of Jamaica, adopted it for his fight against the Federation of the West Indies in 1960. In the following years, Eccles had other successful songs mixing boogie, rhythm, and blues, influenced with ska rhythms such as River Jordan and Glory Hallelujah. In 1962, he started promoting concerts and set up his Christmas morning talent show, first with Dodd, then on his own. He organized concerts for the Clarendonians in 1963 and for the Wailers in 1964 and 1965. He launched other talent search contests with Battle of the Stars, Clancy Eccles Review, Independent Review, and Reggae Soul Review, from which emerged stars such as Barrington Levy and Culture. Starting in 1963, he recorded with producers such as Charlie Moore, Leslie Kong's business partner, and the husband of Sonia Pottinger, Lyndon. He couldn't make a living from his music, so he quit in 1965 to work as a tailor in Anata Bay. During this period, he made stage outfits for musicians such as Kes Chin, the Mighty Vikings, Byron Lee and the Dragonaires, Carlos Malcolms, and the Blues Busters. He went back to music in 1967, producing his own recording as well as those of other artists. He scored a hit with Eric Montemoris reggae song, Say What You're Saying, and with his own song, Feel the Rhythm. One of several records that were instrumental in the shift from rocksteady to reggae. Eccles has also been credited with deriving the name reggae from streggae, Kingston slang for a good time girl. Eccles' first hit, What Will Your Mama Say?, which was released by the recently created United Kingdom label Palmer Records. In 1968, his song Fatty Fatty became a skinhead reggae classic, along with his production of recordings by the toasting DJ King Stitt, Fire Corner, Van Cleef, Herman Hustlin. Eccles recorded many organ-led instrumentals with his session band, the Dynamites, same band as Derek Harriet's Crystallites, featuring Jackie Jackson, Ox Brown, Paul Douglas, Winston Wright, Gladstone Anderson, Winston Grennan, Joe Isaac, and Hugh Malcolm, with Johnny Moore and Bobby Ellis both contributing trumpet in different sessions. In 1970, Eccles helped pave the way to the dub music genre by releasing an instrumental version of Urban Shuffle called Phantom, with a mix focusing on the bass line. Eccles launched different record labels for his works, Clanson, New Beat, and Clandis, the latter also the name of a sub-label set up by Trojan Records for Eccles UK releases. He recorded artists such as Alton Ellis, Joe Higgs, the Trinidadian Lord Creator, Kingston Town, Larry Marshall, Henderson Morris, Earl Lawrence, The Belltones, Glenn Rex, Cynthia Richard, Buster Brown, and Barris Hammond. Appreciated by musicians for his fairness and sense of equity, he helped Lee Perry set up his Upsetter record label in 1968 after Perry left Dad's employment, and helped Winston Nine Onus, later known as The Observer, record his first hit as a producer in 1971, Blood and Fire. As socialist militant, Eccles was appointed as an advisor on the music industry to Michael Manley's People's National Party, and took part in Jamaica's 1972 prime ministerial election by organizing a bandwagon featuring musicians such as Bob Marley and the Wailers, Dennis Brown, Max Romeo, Delroy Wilson, and Inner Circle, performing around the island in support of Manley's campaign. Throughout the 1970s, he remained close to Manley and wrote several songs in praise of the PNP program, including his hits Power for the People, Rod of Correction, or Generation Belly. Eccles' political interests meant that he spent less time on music, although in the late 1970s, Eccles had further success as a producer with recordings by Tito Simone and Exuma the Obia Man, as well as collaboration with King Tubby. After the 1970s, new Eccles recordings were rare, and he concentrated on live concert promotion and reissues of his back catalog. In 1980, Eccles slowed down his musical activity, and he never met success again, apart from a few political songs such as Them Mash Up the Country in 1985. Eccles died on the 30th of June 2005 in Spanish Town Hospital from complication of a heart attack. Eccles' son, Clancy Eccles Jr., has followed his father into the music business, initially performing as simply Clancy. Some of the albums that falls under Clancy Eccles' archive were singles before 1967. River Jordan, Freedom, Judgment, I'm the Greatest, Glory Hallelujah, Sammy No Dead, Miss Aida. Albums or compilation albums: Clancy Eccles Freedom in 1969, Clancy Eccles 1967 to 1983, Clancy Eccles Top of the Ladder. Clancy Eccles, what a man, what a music, a legendary, iconic producer, musician, and artist. A man who worked tirelessly for the industry in the early years before he was even being compensated. A man who gave it his all and didn't really reap much for it. At this time, I just want to reach out to Clancy Eccles' family and his son Clancy Eccles Jr., who I've had an opportunity to meet personally. I want to say to you my personal condolences and the rest of your kin. Thank you, man, for affording us a great father, a father who gave of his all, a man who gave us beautiful recordings, and these recordings are still here with us and will stand the test of time. Clancy Eccles, I want to thank you for a job well done. Thank you for doing what you did best, loving what you love best, and working at what you do best. Clancy Eccles, the icon, the legend, the pioneer, the musician, the man. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for listening. Please like and share this video. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, now is the time for you to do so. Thank you so much for listening.